The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is America's most visited national park, and once you see it, it's easy to understand why. Rolling mountains, endless forests, waterfalls, wildlife, scenic drives. This place feels like nature turned the graphic settings all the way up. And in 2026, millions of travelers are heading to the Smokies for adventure, relaxation, and occasionally to discover that hiking uphill is way harder than it looked on Instagram. Today, we're counting down the top 10 things to do in the Great Smoky Mountains, plus travel tips to help you save money, plan ahead, and actually enjoy your vacation without getting stuck behind a black bear traffic jam. Let's get into it. Last year, it was officially the most visited national park in America, pulling in over 11.5 million visitors. That's more people than some entire countries. And honestly, once you see it, you'll understand why. Stretching across Tennessee and North Carolina, this massive 520,000-acre park is packed with waterfalls, scenic overlooks, rivers, forests, and enough mountain views to completely destroy your phone storage. With more than 800 miles of hiking trails, including part of the legendary Appalachian Trail, there's something here for everyone, from casual walkers to people who voluntarily hike uphill for fun. Wildlife is everywhere too, including black bears, elk, deer, and other animals that look adorable from a safe distance. The Gatlinburg Mountaintop Zipline and Sky Bridge experience is for the ultimate high in the sky with 360-degree view of the Great Smoky Mountains, along with 6 opportunities to zipline high above the treetops. You'll also get to go on 4 sky bridges and rappel onto the end platform. Plus, an ATV ride to the top of the mountain is included to make for an easy and fun time. It costs $123 per person and lasts 2 hours. There's always the classic National Park Tour. Organized and with a small group, discover the history and culture of Appalachia as you tour the Great Smoky Mountains. Explore along one of the mightiest rivers while learning about the lives of loggers and pioneers. Drive along the scenic Newfound Gap Road and stop to take in views of valleys, mountains, and the Appalachian Trail. And learn about the history of the park and FDR's dedication in 1940, $85 per person. There are dramatic shifts in scenery as you drive through the path, which are amazing. You experience multiple forest ecosystems and many types of trees, from pines to evergreens to oak and hardwoods. The Newfound Gap is also at a higher elevation, so if it's visited in the wintertime, you're more likely to see snow. The gap also runs across the Appalachian Trail, so you can always take a hike up and down the trail. One must do is to drive through Cades Cove. If there's one drive you absolutely have to do in the Smokies, it's Cades Cove. This beautiful loop road winds through forests, open fields, mountain views, and historic cabins from the 1800s. It's also one of the best places in the park to spot wildlife like deer, wild turkeys, and black bears. Abrams Falls is a 20-foot-tall waterfall along the Abrams Falls Trail. While in the area, there is the Cades Coves Nature Trail, an easy hike, most beautiful during the fall, with a mix of orange, yellow, and red leaves falling from the tree. Another activity is to visit Laurel Falls. Laurel Falls is one of the easiest and most popular waterfall hikes in the park. The paved trail leads to a stunning 80-foot waterfall surrounded by lush greenery. It's perfect for families, casual hikers, or anyone who wants incredible scenery without climbing Mount Everest first. Money tip. Most hikes and waterfalls in the Smokies are completely free, which is great because vacation budgets disappear fast these days. Let's look at some others. Waterfalls at Great Smoky Mountains. Grotto Falls is an easy hike, 2.6 miles round trip, and the only waterfall in the park with a trail in front and behind the waterfall, allowing one to walk through the misty 25-foot waterfall. Rainbow Falls is another high-rated visit, yet more difficult. because it's more than twice the distance as Grotto Falls at 5.4 round-trip hike. This is the single highest drop waterfall in the Smokies at 80 feet. In the early morning, there are misty sprays that create colorful rainbows on sunny days. So those are the waterfalls to visit. Next, hike the Alum Cave Trail. The Alum Cave Trail is one of the park's most popular hikes, and for good reason. You'll pass giant rock formations, forest scenery, mountain views, and eventually reach the famous Alum Cave Bluffs. It's challenging enough to feel rewarding, but not so brutal that you start questioning your life choices halfway up. Travel tip: bring water, snacks, and good hiking shoes. Sneakers from the mall are not mountain equipment. Next, watch sunrise at Clingman's Dome. At over 6,600 feet high, Clingman's Dome is the highest point in the national park. The observation tower offers insane panoramic views stretching across multiple states. And sunrise here? Absolutely magical. Sometimes the clouds settle below the mountains, making it look like the peaks are floating above the sky. Travel tip: bring a jacket, even in summer. It gets surprisingly cold up there. Now we have a few activities around the national park. First is the Blue Ridge Parkway, one of the most famous drives in the United States. It's a 469-mile-long drive from Shenandoah National Park in Virginia all the way to Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And the drive takes about 11 hours. If not stops were taken. There is beautiful scenery. The best time of the year for the drive is the fall, with over 100 different species of trees. So during the autumn, you'll see your share of red, orange, yellow, and purple leaves for a beautiful view. A waterfall you'll also want to catch is along the ride at Pigskoo National Forest, is Looking Glass Falls, about an hour's drive away from the Great Smoky Mountains Park. This waterfall is generally less crowded than the previous ones noted. So the Blue Ridge Parkway Drive is a drive for those who like to drive and take in the scenery. Moving on, YPU must ride the Great Smoky Mountains Railroad. The Great Smoky Mountains Railroad is one of the most relaxing ways to experience the region. The train winds through mountains, rivers, forests, and small historic towns while you sit back and enjoy the scenery. It's peaceful, scenic, and a nice break for your legs after all the hiking. Travel tips: book your tickets well in advance, especially for the scenic fall tickets described. Another must-do is to explore Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail feels like driving straight into a nature documentary. You'll pass rushing streams, old cabins, dense forests, and hidden waterfalls around almost every corner. And unlike some parts of the park, this area feels quieter and more peaceful. Travel tip: bring snacks and fill up your gas tank beforehand. Services inside the park are limited. Now some tips on timing, all about your preference. If you want foliage or leaves, then mid-October to early November is your time. Peak color shifts based on elevation, but plan on large crowds. From April to May, more wildflowers as flowers are blooming, yet conditions can be wet. In early June, you'll see fireflies out, and it's a good time to go tubing and enjoy waterfalls. In the winter, there are fewer crowds and, of course, beautiful snow views. Of course, you may have a few closed roads, but you can always hike the snowy trails. Let's not forget days and times. On weekdays, it's less congested and crowded. So for a more peaceful experience, do it midweek. Lastly, going early morning at sunrise before dawn has several pros. You avoid traffic, you see more wildlife out, and get brighter lighting out for you to take pics. The Great Smoky Mountains are peaceful, beautiful, adventurous, and unforgettable all at once. Whether you're hiking waterfalls, spotting wildlife, or relaxing in a mountain cabin, this place has a way of making people slow down and appreciate nature again. So what's first on your Smoky Mountains bucket list? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more top 10 travel adventures from around the world, because sometimes the best vacations don't need skyscrapers or neon lights.